Welcome back to the Brick Brother channel. My name is Ian. I have the Snow White and Seven Dwarves Cottage set here. This is a box that I got from a private seller from Facebook Marketplace. So this was not, I didn't get it from Lego.com or anything, but this is set number 43242. It has 2,228 pieces, and it comes with 10 minifigs, which is pretty great. It retails for $220, although I did pick it up for around $160. So let's get right into this review. Here's the box for the set. It is pretty damaged. I actually got it on a heavy discount, as I mentioned, and so that's why it is. Although it shows the set here with the name up there, the warning, because there's a light included. Here at the top, it shows the dwarves and the rest of the minifigs. We can look on the back here, and we can see the different details of the set, the inside, but then also the bottom part shows a side-by-side from the actual movie, and then there's the other details of the set. This is the instruction booklet. Shows the set with the white background, very standard for this kind of set. On the back, you can see the little well with Snow White and the prince there. At the very beginning, shows the designer as well as a little bit about the movie. And some more there. And then just the instructions, nothing special there. And just pieces in the back. So that's the instructions for the set. Here is the set all built. There's a couple different things going on here. So, I mean, there's a ton of minifigs included, obviously, because there's 7 dwarves, but there's also this and this here. So let's go over one of these first, and then we'll go over the cottage. We'll do the outside, then we'll do the inside. First off, we'll take a look at the well, which looks really nice. I just have the evil witch here, but I will take her off so you can see the whole thing. I'm just gonna spin it around. You can see it's pretty identical on both sides, but I really like the usage of the leaves and flowers all over it. It looks really nice. The 2 birds and the bucket, and then you can see a little blue piece in there for the water. But yeah, very simple, but a great inclusion to the set, and I think it's very fun. Oh, there is a little wheel up here. You can spin it, but it doesn't do anything. There's no bucket or anything, but very nice addition to the set. Here we have Snow White's bed thing. I don't know what you call it, but I'll show it from above. I think it looks really good. Looks perfect, I think. There's a couple of printed, yeah, I think they're printed. Yeah, printed like gold piece with a swan on it and stuff. Is that a swan? I don't know. I think it's just texture. But yeah, you can take off the lid like this. Snow White lays in there, and there's just a couple of white pieces there. I'll just put it back, and then you can see the trees behind there. I was gonna say just leaves, but you can see the trees back there. Is a pine tree, and whatever this tree is with some purple leaves for some reason. I don't know if that's just kind of an ode to the colors of the movie, but I don't know super well. It's been a while since I've watched the movie. Yeah, this is very nice too. I really like the inclusion of this bed thing. I think it adds a lot to the set, even though it's not a huge part. Okay. Here is the cottage. I left the dwarves there just because they look very fun out there. But to look more closely, I will probably remove them. But yeah, I think this cottage looks amazing. I think it's very fun. The texturing on the roof to the details of the front and the foliage around, I think it looks great. I will start off just, let's do this side first. So this roof piece actually comes off, shows the inside. We'll go over that. But yeah, we can see the back side of that. it just sits there. It's not connected in any structural way, really, but it has a really nice window there. There's a couple leaves on there, but I really love the texture of the roof. A little monotonous to build, but I think it looks great after all. You know, and building Lego is always fun, regardless. And then looking down there is a little like gem. I don't know what they call it, but I mean, in the movie, they, you know, you can grab one of these gems from the boxes. Let's dump them out. So I'll grab one here, and it slides down, you know, cleaning station or whatever it is. There's a magnifying glass, but I thought that was a fun little inclusion that they put in there on the side there. Nice pine tree, taller one, smaller one. And let's remove these guys here. You can see the front of this section. There's a bench, and then there's the two windows there. All of these are printed pieces, which look really nice for the shutters, as well as these, I can't remember what those are called either. I'm not an architect, although, I don't know, support beams, I guess you could call them, which have a nice owl on those. They're all around the set, so I think that makes for some good texture and variation. I really like the unevenness of these beams here. And then, yeah, there's a couple little flowers down there. We'll remove the rest so we can take a look at the front door. I think it looks awesome with the supports that they put there, like black steel kind of design. I think it looks perfect. I like the awning of the leaves there. Fun little squirrels and bunny. There's a log and a little birdhouse up there with a blue bird. Same prints around here. A window piece there with a ledge and a bucket there. Moving on over to this side, we got a aspen or birch tree and a little birdhouse right there, which is fun. Mushroom and a couple more pine trees. And then there's a little barrel back there with an axe in there. And then this is actually the light for the inside, which we'll get to later. Then this chimney looks really nice. I really like the base of this, how it curves up like that. And just some nice texturing going on there with those pieces. And then, yeah, just the roof overall, I think looks awesome. I think they got some really cool angles there, really steep. And then, yeah, I mean, I think it looks really good. There's not much else to say about it. I'm sorry that wasn't really in the middle there. But yeah, I think this set looks awesome from the outside. It's a perfect display piece. All right, and looking here at the inside, you can actually do this. I forgot to show you from the outside, but it just creates some more space there and access to the inside. So looking, we'll go top down here. There's a chest, there's some gems in there, and then a couple boxes with some more gems. Up here, let's just take the roof off, and we can see a little bit more inside there are the beds. And forgive these loose pieces because the nature of buying this set with a couple of tears in the box made for, I think, only 2 or 3 missing pieces. But for the price, I think it was worth it. I can go find those on Pick a Brick or wherever. So then up here, you'll see a little spider in a cup. But yeah, it has the beds for each of the dwarves. And there's actually printing on each of these. Oops. But yeah, no, they're stickers. If it'll focus. This one says Doc. And you can see all of the other ones there. So kind of fun detail that's almost kind of hidden, honestly. But I think that it's a fun detail that they didn't have to add, and I appreciate it. Even though they're stickers, I think it is welcome still. We can get a little closer look up here too, since I didn't earlier, but there's those. Then looking down below, We have a big round, not round table, it's pretty square, but yeah, there's a bowl and cup for each of the dwarves and a seat, which are pretty fun. The back of the door there, and then there is a barrel, a cup, a broom, stocking. There's some spoons hanging up, a plate. Here's the fireplace. You can see there with a cauldron in there. And moving on over here, we got the organ. I can't remember which dwarf plays it, but you can see that there. And then there's those sticker pieces on the organ. There's squirrels and rabbits. And then, yeah, the printed pieces there. And then, yeah, there's a little table over there for Grumpy, and a barrel of ale or something, a teapot up there, little cabinet back there, and a little, kitchenette kind of sink little area. But yeah, I think this inside looks really good overall. Oh, you can see that clock on the wall there too. I don't know if you were able to see that earlier. But yeah, that's the inside. And we will take a look at the minifigs. Okay, let's start off with Snow White herself, the namesake, half of the namesake of the movie. This is a fun minifig. I love Disney movies, especially the older ones. And I think it's very fun to see them in Lego form. So, because I grew up watching them, so I think it's very fun to see Snow White in Lego form. The hairpiece is very nice with that custom hairpiece. It's a softer hairpiece, so it's harder to take off. Sheesh. Okay. Yeah, so it's bendable a little bit. But then there's this little cape there for her collar, but there's a smiling face and a sleeping face. And we're just gonna put her hair back on. But her torso looks great. Nice details there with the little stars, and the sleeves look awesome. Really like that. Dress looks great too with the stars and the creases and stuff. On the back, you can see the continuation of the printing on the front of the torso, and there's nothing there on the back of the dress. But I think she looks great. I think she looks just like she should in Lego form. Next, we have the prince. Now, one thing about these Disney minifigs is a lot of times they're very simple with the design, and that's just because the animation was fairly simple. So yeah, I think it looks great. I mean, the gold, brown, dark blue, light blue, white with the boots and the cape looks very nice. There's two faces here. There's the smiling one on the front and a more scared one on the back. It might be one of the Ghostbusters heads, and it's just reused for the set. There's the back there with kind of that belt piece, it looks like. You can see the dual molded legs. But yeah, I think the prince looks perfect. And let's move on to the Evil Witch. Here's the Evil Witch. This is a very fun inclusion to this set. She looks ugly as ever, but she looks great. I think this is a very fun minifig. She comes with that basket with an apple in it, obviously because that's what Snow White takes a bite of. But yeah, let's take a look at her face print first. With her hood off, there's a lot of wrinkles and her one tooth. On the back, it shows a little bit more disgruntled. On the back of the torso, there's some of those creases in her cloak, and then her hair is just printed on the torso. It doesn't come with an extra hairpiece, which I don't think it does because, I mean, she's always wearing this hood, so it doesn't really matter, but I think she looks great. We'll start off with the head honcho here, Doc. He's got the glasses there, printed just on his face, red torso. Some of them have the same torso, which I think is fine, and they're just different colors. So I think they look perfectly fine like that. And he's got some printing there on the back. He has a hammer as his item. And then on the back there, you can see another face print there, just a content face with a closed mouth. And yeah, that's Doc. I think he looks perfect. Here is Dopey. Very fun minifig here. Such a classic character, just like most of the dwarves, but he comes with a shovel, that light green torso and short legs. These all are very short legs, so they don't bend at all. But yeah, there is a hood piece on him, not piece, print, I guess. And then the purple hat with the ears. And then you can see his smiling face with the kiss that Snow White gives him, and then just another happy, dopey face there. So I think he looks very fun. Oh, sorry, I was putting that on backwards. But yeah, he's the only one with the ear pieces for his hat combo. But I think that works for him because he's dopey and his ears are always fluttering and stuff. So yeah, that's him. Okay, another famous dwarf here, Grumpy. He has the same torso print as Doc. He has one of the cups there as his item. And then it's the same color as his cap, but he has a longer beard. And then there's his front face print, you know, Grumpy. And there's another grumpy face. So pretty fun. Yeah, not a ton of variation besides the face and the colors for these, but I think they all look really good. Okay, next off to battle Grumpy is Happy. You know, they're all friends, but you know, he has a very happy, joyful face there. And we can take a look at his other one, and it's another happy face there. You can see his eyebrows too, a little bit better with his hat off. The yellow hat looks great. He has a pickaxe as his item and orange arms with the brown and blue torso. So, and then the blue short legs, but I think Happy looks great. Here we got Sleepy, you know, dreaming of the next time he can fall asleep. He's got a tan version of that torso with some brown short legs, pickaxe for his item, and the sand green colored cap. We'll take it off so you can see the yawning face, which is very fun too. So yeah, there's Sleepy. He's also got that longer beard piece as well. Here is Bashful. He has pickaxe for his item, the sand green cap, and an orangish yellow color version of the torso, and that nougat color for the legs. You can see his first face print, and there's the second face print. So just closed mouth and the open mouth there, but he's got those really rosy cheeks. And yeah, Bashful is a great minifig as well. Last but not least is Sneezy. He has a darker tan version of the torso and brown pants, got a pickaxe for the item, and he has the yellow cap there and the shorter beard. But you can see the first face print of him mid-sneeze, chewing, and the back of him anticipating that sneeze coming on. So yeah, very fun face prints on all of these. I think they all look great. And yeah, so that's it for the minifigs. After looking at all of the different parts of this set, I'll give you my overall thoughts. I think this set is really cool. I really like it. I think it looks awesome. The style of it is very fun. It comes with 10 whole minifigs, which is a lot for one set. You know, it retails for $220, and it has a little over 2,200 pieces. So that's pretty standard as far as price to piece ratio goes, although that's definitely not a confirmed way of how Lego does their pricing, but it's a somewhat of a good you know, thing to look at depending on the set. But yeah, first off, minifigs, all of them great, love them. The side builds, both very fun, even though the well is pretty simple. I think it's a welcome addition. And then the cottage itself, I love a lot. I really like this color and the amount that is there. I think it gives it a lot of life to the set. But I think overall, you know, I'd honestly give it a 10 out of 10. I think yeah, I don't know what else to say. It's just a really good set. So let us know what you think about it. If there's anything that you'd change or you'd add, or, you know, whatever. Like, comment, subscribe for more, and we'll see you in the next review. Thanks, guys.